going on? Good night, good afternoon. I think it's a little after, it's pretty late right now, but I just felt pressured to kind of get on and talk to you guys real quick. I want to talk to you guys about sleep. I want to talk to you guys about rest. Ironically, I think it's after 9 o'clock right now, but I feel fresher than fruit, so I'm gonna tell you something. So lately, last couple weeks, last month, 6 weeks or so, I've just kind of felt pressured to rest, kind of tone it down a little bit. It's probably why you guys saw me less on these videos. If you're new to this channel, if you're new to the Wellness Point, maybe you're on the email list now, but you've never gone to the foundations class, so these videos are a complete shocker to you. Hang in there. Hang in there. Most people, when they meet me for the first time, they don't like me, but I think you'll get over it. You'll get over it. So, real quick, I've always, for those of you guys who are new here, when I was a kid, they had diagnosed me with an incurable lung condition. The medical establishment said I was going to have this for my entire life. I was born healthy, right? I lost my health. And if you're born healthy and you lose your health, the medical systems, you can never regain it. If you come to a system that thinks a little bit different, if you had something and lost it, then you can go back, recover all, pursue, overtake, recover all. If you believe in that system, then you can get back what you lost. So thank God somebody told me these quick, simple principles that changed my life when I was 12. But when I was a kid, I was a walking science experiment on drugs, medication, woke up 3 to 4 times a night with the inability to breathe. So sleeping at night was tough for me. You wonder why I have a hard time falling asleep at night or my brain's always on. It could have been because I had a hard time falling asleep as a kid. Nerves that wire together, fire together. And when I feel like I'm about to fall asleep, I literally feel like I'm dying. And I don't like to sleep because I feel like it's just boring and a waste of time. So over the last 6 weeks, I've been pressured to rest and try to sleep a little better, right? Get to bed at a decent time. So I thought to myself, there's obviously a need for rest, but what's the practical fulfillment that the body gets when it sleeps, when it rests? Because to me, it seems like a very, very weak and vulnerable time. You're completely defenseless. You're open. You're susceptible. If you don't have a guard dog, your house is open to intruders if you don't lock the door or you don't believe in gates. You just assume that your body's going to keep breathing without your mind telling it to. You just assume your heart's going to keep beating. If you had a big dinner just before you went to bed, you just assume that your body's going to digest and break down the food and it's not going to end up like a lump in your stomach and you're going to wake up with cramps. You typically don't sleep with a mask on. So your mouth is open. You could get a germ that passes your face, a virus that passes your face, and you could suck that in and become susceptible to those germs and viruses. So it's just a very, very weak state. It's the most susceptible time in our lives is when we're just sitting there sleeping. So since it's to me, it's a very weak time. Why anything can happen. I mean, literally anything can happen in the middle of the night. It's January 19th. It's, National Popcorn Day. And anything can happen while you're sleeping, right? Probably not you, but anybody, anywhere, something can happen while they're sleeping. So I found this study here in rats where rats, when they were forced to not be able to sleep, within a couple weeks of just being sleep deprived, they died. Now, thank God we didn't evolve from rats, but we can probably survive more than a couple weeks without sleep deprivation. But it was interesting here because in this study, they found that rats that got an adequate amount of sleep, the cerebral spinal fluid from their brain actually started to filter and drain properly down their spinal column. And when this happened, it helped to cleanse their brain with any of those excess chemicals that their cerebral spinal fluid was carrying. So one of the physical fulfillments that you get from sleep is that it physically literally is able to cleanse your brain. So sleeping can cleanse your brain. So a quick little tip that I found actually locally going around to local shops, all of the local stores around here are trying to help people sleep. So you can pick these up at the local grocery store. I saw that they had them at Target. I was up at McQuantico grocery shopping earlier this week, and there was two gentlemen standing at the door, and they said, "Hey, would you like one of these eye masks?" And I've been wearing these at night. You just put those on, and when you have the eye mask on, you're completely in the dark. You can't see the light. You can't see anything, and it helps me sleep. It helps me sleep. These things are great. I mean, they're literally just handing them out at grocery stores. So I'm gonna go to sleep. Turn the lights off. It was really great chatting to you. Looking forward to connecting with you guys soon. I can't see the switch here. Okay. And good night.